guy, he
As
just
soon as you get onto the aircraft, please move as far forward as you can. Get the first available seat, put your seat belts on straight away, low on your hips and nice and snug. You do that. We're taking this little end, flipping it into the big end, release the plate to drop, and cinch it tight, low and snug on your waist. We ask that you remain seated and with your seatbelt on the entire time you're on the aircraft. That includes taxi out, your air time, and taxi back. When the doors are open, you are free to move about the country. In the event that we are going to be going over Lake Winnebago, which will give you an awesome, view of the seaplane base. And in the event of a water landing, there are flotation devices located underneath your seat. Just reach out underneath, put them on as if you were a backpack, but no need to worry about that unless the pilot tells you you need to do that. There is a fire extinguisher located to the right behind the co-pilot should that be needed, and there are 3 emergency exits you need to be aware of. First one is going to be the doorway that you're going into the plane. Watch your head, and I'll get to that later. Second one is towards the front of the plane, just behind the cockpit. There's a red handle. Please twist and push. There's another hatch. And the last and final one is inside the cockpit. You'll see a red handle. Twist and push, and that will release the canopy. Please, and I can't stress this enough, when you enter the aircraft, please watch your head. I have several dents on that plane, got my name on it, and I found out the hard way several times over many, many years. So please watch your head as you're getting on and off. Someone will be there to help you out, but please, it does hurt. Photos. I did mention there's no smoking anywhere near these grounds or anywhere on the aircraft. We ask you to refrain from that. And as for photos, take as many as you like while we're up in the air. But if you'd like photos of the aircraft itself or group shots, we ask that you wait until your flight's over. As you're departing, there'll be someone at the tail to be able to take your camera and help you out, and you can take as many as you want at that time. The idea is that we got to get you on, and you'll see the passengers coming off. They'll all be taking pictures. All right. Any questions? If you don't know, I can find out or make something up. Everybody go. Okay. The plane that you're going to be going on is referred to as the Big Ford. That seats 10 as opposed to the little Ford which seats 8. That particular one that you're going to be on is on lease to the EAA for the Airventure from a museum in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I don't know much about it. I wish I did. I'm going to ask somebody as soon as I can. The plane that you just saw taking off, they refer to as the little Ford, that is owned by the EAA. It was built in 1929. It's had many, many jobs, and it's a very storied airplane. Jumper. It was a barnstormer. In the 40s, it was sold to the Dominican Republic, and their El Presidente used it as his Air Force Uno. He used that as his Air Force One. It did, however, suffer a crash when it was in its workhorse days. And the EAA bought the wreck from the insurance company and restored it to flying condition as it is today. In 1965, it was featured in a movie called The Family Jewel with Backman Cabot and Jerry Lewis. Public Enemy, Johnny Depp, 2009, and it's on the that was actually filmed around the Oshkosh area, and the actual scene where Johnny Depp is handcuffed and taken onto the little Ford was filmed over the Pioneer Airport over by the museum, 2009. That's all I know. Okay. So if anybody has any other questions.